Hello, welcome to How to Pokemon Shin Gundam. Today we'll be talking about how to utilize the Ancient Origins Armored Gyarados kit. Now what this kit consists of is Ancient Origins Gyarados, for a set of them, 4, a set of Magikarps, 4, a set of Assault Vets, 4, and 2 Team Magma's Secret Base. Now you may add more if you want, you can have a full set. For the most part, you really don't want to do that. 2 is usually enough. You should have a search engine somewhere in your deck. This is just a kit, this is not the deck. It's easy to integrate into any deck, and most players prefer water, and so it's pretty easy to integrate in water decks as well. How does it work, and what does it do? Let's see. Now normally, of course we're talking about if by chance you have a great hand or not, or if you have a great search engine, which doesn't need that much of critical components. Hopefully your deck has some form of a wall, and hopefully your deck has some form of card drawing. I prefer artillery, very reliable, it always sits there, always gives you cards. And Mr. Mime, he's a very good wall, he usually protects you. This particular Mr. Mime has Bench Barrier, which means protects your Magikarps from damage. So, optimal gaming conditions would mean Mr. Mime would be up front, but you would need some form to retreat him. Everybody uses Floatstone. It's very effective. Saves an energy. And then Auxiliary gives you your cards. Of course, the first one you want to have on your bench will be Magikarps. Magikarp is a 30 hit point Pokemon, really weak. He can be summoned by a Nest Ball, it can be summoned by an Ultra Ball. It would be a waste on an Ultra Ball though. You can use a Level Ball. So easy to summon. You know, almost any card can summon this. Supporter cards can summon this, all 3 of them. Usually you have one in your hand anyway. But before you place them on the table, this is the important part. You must have this in your hand. Team Magma's Secret Base, you place it on there. What it means is anybody who places a basic Pokemon on the table, on the bench, receives 20 damage. And you continue to do that. You get a Magikarp, 20 damage. And you get another Magikarp, 20 damage. So you do that until you have all 4 Magikarps are on your bench, which basically means a full bench, or 1 slot if you don't use Artillery as your card drawing, or if you use Shaman, you call Shaman back to your hand, you would have 1 slot. But this is usually optimal. And then you retreat Mr. Mime to your bench, and what's going to happen is he prevents damage to your Magikarps. Your Magikarps only have 30 hit points, so with the 20 damage from Secret Base, they only have 10 hit points left, and that's why he's there. He's there to protect Magikarp. So once you have Magikarp up there, hopefully you have either 2 water already attached to him, or a double colorless. Now you can use this particular Magikarp, you can use Ascension to summon Gyarados, or you can use an Ultra Ball or whatnot. For the most part, everybody uses an Ultra Ball and evolves Magikarp and attaches the double colorless. That's very efficient. Technically you can have this, and theoretically it is very possible you can have this entire setup on turn 2. Now what that means is Ancient Origins Gyarados, you can attach 2 Pokemon Tool cards on him. He has full retaliation, 30 damage, plus 30 damage for each damage on Magikarp, on each Magikarp on the bench. And it has Thrash, which is 100 damage, plus 30 if heads, and negative 30 if tails, so he hurts himself. You don't want to do that. That's completely unnecessary, and this is what this deck's all about. So if you do the math, it's 30 damage for every damage counter on the Magikarps. So that's 6 times 3 plus 30 equals 210 damage. 210 damage is no slouch. It pretty much kills everything. And where does the armor come from? You attach 2 assault vests on Magikarp. Assault vest, for those of you who are not familiar with it, it's negative 40 damage for each, for a Pokemon attacking your attacking Pokemon, your defending Pokemon, it's minus 40 damage for each one. So therefore this is minus 40, and minus 40, a total of negative 80. So that pretty much prevents it from a one-hit kill, or for any kill for that matter. So that's basically the gist of it. You're looking at a turn 10 damage with a negative 80 damage, fully powered Gyarados that will basically wreck everything. Of course, he's not invincible. He will die. If he does, you can use a lot of ways to revive him, or you can use Puzzle of Time, which is a very popular card. If you have 2 of them, if he dies, you get your 2 cards back from this card, and you can use them again. And so that's it. Turn 10 damage, negative 80, can't lose. Ancient Origins Armored Gyarados kit. Thank you, and God bless.